写了金融类球问题，他几次要在课堂上做题。我不知道，因为我受不了了。
face to face，就再2次。
So who's the summarizer?
Rick.
Oh, okay. Okay. Can anybody besides Rick give me a brief summarizing the first and second chapter?
Okay, the first chapter is all about introducing the background. Like there are 4 people in the. Sorry, I forgot the name.
Lucy, Peter, Susan, Edmund.
Yeah. And the second chapter is after Lucy joined in the
wardrobe.
Yes. The background of this story is based on World War II.
Okay.
Yeah. So they were sent by their mother to escape from
the battle.
Going to the battle.
It was only a
yeah.
不记得 OK， 他就讲一个空袭，我忘记 Yeah. Yeah. But I don't think World War II is really the point. I think it's just an excuse that their mother can send them to.
Maybe it's not World War II. It's
random war. It's whatever war.
Their mother is abandoned.
What?
I don't know.
You are the bad summarizer.
Sorry.
Just
Rick didn't even show up.
He's worse, eh? Oh, sure. Okay. So let me see. Chapter 2. So I think chapter 2 ends at the part where Lucy entered the wardrobe to Narnia, and then that's all, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's all for chapter 1 and 2. And who's up next to and after summarizing? Me? Director, right? Asking questions. So maybe I can say something, I guess. I noticed that the part where, like, because the part in the movie of the background story is longer, but in the novel it's shorter and easier.
Yeah.
So you just said that also there's a war and they were sent to professor's house and then she went to the wardrobe and to Narnia. So everything is short and quick, which I think is very good because for me personally when I'm reading, I don't like the story to have a very, very long background knowledge. I think that's really annoying. Just like when I'm listening to songs, I don't want the 前奏 I don't want the 前奏 to be super long, like more than 20 seconds is too long. So yeah.
10 seconds is enough.
10 seconds is good. 最好是第一拍就可以唱。That's the greatest song ever. Okay, so that's my own people. And
I have a question.
Yeah.
Who do you think is the biggest traitor? The Fawn or Edmund?
Cheater?
Traitor.
A traitor. You know, I fell asleep for 20 minutes during the movie, and this is where all the traitors came up. So I have no idea what happened.
So Edmund tells the White Wizard that Aslan is going to have an army gathered.
Yeah, I know, I got that part.
Okay.
I mean, when I woke up, I saw the Edmund was already in jail.
Yes.
So why? So Edmund betrayed his siblings?
Yes.
For what?
For
Turkish Delight?
Yeah, Turkish Delight. Right after chapter 2, Edmund was tempted by the White Wizard to bring all his 4 siblings to her.
but at the same time, Edmund's siblings were harsh on him, like they were in a fight or something.
They are arguing over something.
Oh, okay. So Edmund was in a temper, and then he went to the White Witch. So that's the story.
He went out and some wolf found him. Wolf of White Witch found him.
Oh.
And
So who's
like-
Aslan?
Aslan is the lion.
Yeah, the lion.
He's-
Where did he come out?
He's the opposite of White Witch.
But why the weather gradually turning warmer? Because of the four?
Ice Witch stands for winter, and Aslan stands for prosperous.
Okay.
It's either summer or spring. So the more getting more close to Aslan means
Warmer.
the weather become warmer.
Oh. But why did the ice start to melt in White Witch's country?
The
It's
winter
part
is
of the-
coming. The Aslan was someone say Aslan was the beaver say Aslan come back, and that's the reason why spring.
Oh, spring
Yeah.
came. Oh, okay. True. So but why was the fawn, the guy, why was he also in jail?
Because as you know, the first time Lucy went in the wardrobe,
Yeah.
he was with the fawn.
Yes.
And the second time who went into the wardrobe was Edmund.
Yes.
And he met Ice Witch.
Yes.
And Ice Witch asks Edmund who was with Lucy, and he say the fawn.
Oh.
Yeah, that's why.
So he sell him out.
Yeah, he sell him out, but
Oh my God.
the fawn was planning to sell Lucy out also.
But the fawn helped Lucy to
Yeah.
escape for the first time, right?
Yes.
So he didn't
He
actually
didn't.
do that.
Edmund is the traitor.
But for like the whole movie, not the half of the movie, a lot of times I don't like the sister, the older sister. I think she's very
Okay.
gay? No. I think she's kind of boring, and she always want to follow the rules, and she's afraid of changing. And that could lead to the death of the four siblings. That's just my opinion. Do you think so? She's sometimes too trying to, but I think that's reasonable because they're moving away from their mom, and maybe she's trying to be that role of the mother. So she has to be more,
Responsible for other siblings.
to be more practical, but sometimes too practical. Okay, that's just my opinion. Hey, story is interesting. I prepared some questions, just very superficial questions. So first off, one of my questions is, do you think the professor left the door unlocked on purpose? Because the door lead to the room which has the wardrobe inside was unlocked.
Yeah.
Right? But apparently the professor knows that there's a magical wardrobe. So if it's normal situation, you would have locked the door because you know something precious in there.
I think the professor didn't lock the door is because after a certain age, people cannot enter Narnia again because they are too old and
Really?
will not have. I don't know. I just guess.
Oh.
So even if the professor walked into the wardrobe now, it's still a wardrobe, not a magic door.
Is that a rule?
I don't know.
Oh,
I
yeah.
yeah.
Okay. Cool. Maybe the Narnia is only for the ones who still have their imagination, right? Maybe. Oh, that's pretty good. What do you think?
Or maybe the professor is Aslan.
Oh.
Oh,
Have you guys all seen the movie?
I already forgot all the plot.
Oh. Because we've always heard of it's not yet, but I've never known the story. Maybe, yeah, maybe.
True.
Lions. Very cool. What do you think?
I think maybe the professor has been into the wardrobe as well, but he knows that he's not the one who can change the situation.
Oh, wow.
Only those four kids are able to do it. So I guess he unlocked the door intentionally.
For them to enter. Because he already knew that Lucy entered, right? Because the three told him. But he was not like locking them up or something. So I think he left the door unlocked on purpose. But for what kind of purpose, I don't know. And
Oh, do you think the ice witch and Aslan are metaphor for their abusive father and abusive mothers and good father?
abusive mother and good father?
Yes.
Why is their mother abusive?
I don't know. We don't know, but
No,
there's
he's just
a
saying that. Do you think it's
male and a
Symbol.
female character, and they're all old enough to become their parents.
I didn't think it that way, but now you mentioned it, I kind of feel like if they're the family, she definitely is the harsh one. But I don't think there's any stereotype. Maybe it's just the characters. Okay.
Okay.
Do you think? So first of all, do you guys have any siblings?
I have a sister.
I have a
Older
sister.
sister.
No, there. Yeah, I have an older
You have a cat.
My brother.
What about your brother? What about you?
I have an older brother and sister.
Right. And are you guys very close to your siblings? Very close? Very, very close? Like you tell her everything?
Yes.
Oh. Is she also like a more like a quiet figure like you?
No, kind of opposite. She is very
Talk much.
She's very
Talk a lot.
talkative? She's very outgoing?
not very, but it's not like
Oh, okay, I see. What about yours? You say you have a brother and
I seldom talk to either of them, but my brother just bought me Disney Plus.
oh, you should talk to him more.
Yeah.
You should satisfy him. Disney Plus is good.
But not the best.
Right. What do you think is the best one? It's
Netflix.
definitely not. Do you think it's Netflix?
Among all the.
Among all the okay. But there are like moving a lot of series that I want to watch away recently. So I feel kind of annoyed.
Or HBO Go.
Yeah, I was on it. But I don't think I can fight that entire one. I think it's a region
Yeah.
problem. Okay. And if yes or no, how do you guys get along with the others? You say you have a brother?
We seldom talk, so we don't fight.
Okay.
That's the secret to peace.
Okay. So how to not get in a fight is that you don't talk to one another.
Yes. I don't talk at all.